Hello my lovelies, Rob here at Kickback Garage. In this video we are going to be stripping this monstrosity right down to the bare bones. Grab a coffee, I'll see you after the intro. So the first thing you have to do so that I can get this into my engine stand, my lovely performing JB fabrication engine stand, is take off the rear wheel, if it will come. Oh, that wasn't tight. That would be dangerous to ride. Breaker bar or not, it's also missing the rear bolt retaining piece as well. I've used my puller, hopefully it'll fit on this, use my puller to remove the rear wheel. Luckily for me, the threads were fine on this, which is a stroke of luck, I suppose. So my puller tool will fit, hopefully. What I like to do with these is, it's just loosening straight away. Brilliant. The reason why I want to just remove this complete is because I'm not going to be using either the hub or the rim or the tyre. And the reason why I want to strip this engine is because, come on you little bugger, is because talking and doing not easy, Rob. The reason why I want to strip this engine is because I actually want to take my, oh my goodness, that's it's a good job he wasn't using this too much. That is the the brake paddy bit on the brake shoe. Right, let's get this up in the bench. What I think I'll do is strip what I can on this side first. Look at that. That is not going to be doing, that brake's probably not decent on that, I imagine. So I'm going to take all these screws, bits and gadgets off. I'm going to place those in a fitting receptacle. There you go. Quite interesting to see if this engine's been apart. You can tell straight away once you open it. Doesn't appear that the crankshaft nut is the correct one, and because I'm not using the crankshaft, do not do this at home if you're going to be stripping an engine for a rebuild and you're planning on using the crankshaft. I am going to, remember it's left on thread, I'm going to see if I can get this thing to work. Straight off. Oh, it is the correct nut. I use this tool, flywheel puller. It's a Screwtopia one. It's been very good. I've had no problems with it at all. Done exactly what it says in tin. Because it's the brass. Does it not say Ducati on this? Yes, it does. Can I do that trick here as well with the with my buzzer impact wrench? Yeah. See what this looks like, shall we? Ah. It looks all right. Now you've got a bird's eye view of the engine, you will notice that I have broken when I dropped the engine literally out of the even though I had some styrofoam underneath the scooter, I managed to, unfortunately, break off a piece of the mag house. Not that it really matters, the holes for the screws are completely knackered, which is probably the reason why this thing didn't have a flywheel cowl. So that means I have to buy a new mag house. Yeah, so the reason why I want to strip this engine is I want to wash it. I want to see if I can get a friend, get a local guy that I know, not really a friend. I saw that he'd just bought himself a new and offers the services of vapor blasting. And I thought that actually could be quite an interesting video, going up to his place and having a look what that looks like. And to be able to do, before I do that, what I need to do is strip this engine completely. So I've just got the engine block, and because there's nothing beats working on an engine when everything's clean and nice. Two pole points. And we're going to try and attempt to remove the mag house while I've got it here. I think so. On original engines like this, they can actually be a pain to remove. You just tighten that down. I just found a hex bolt. Have I got another one? Would be nice. Threads are a bit shorter on this, but if we look, it'll release early. So just thread those in these two holes here. And to ease it up, just do a turn here. A turn here. Feels like it's moving already. Turn here. Turn there. Alternate between the two. It's definitely lifting up, so that's good. The threads are in good condition. Give you a little bit of luck. A look-see on the backside. Do not be tempted to prise here, because this is a sealing surface, and you don't want to knacker that. That's the screw that I'm lifting it up with. This is obviously a case of do as I say, not as I do. Just have to tap it at the end here. Oh, it's almost out. Come on. There we go. As expected, knackered drive side oil seal, or no, flywheel oil seal, and absolutely no lube on the bearings. Let's have a look inside here. Crankshaft, as to be expected, full of burnt oil, because the drive, probably both the drive side oil seal and the flywheel oil seal completely knackered. So that is actually, believe it or not, a good sign, because that could mean that that this engine hasn't been messed around with too much. Last job is I want to remove circlips to the brake pads. This is where your knackered screwdriver comes in. Hopefully these posts are good. Yep, it's still loose. Just release those buggers. lift them up. Oh, asbestos is not my favourite thing to breathe in. Those brake pads certainly shouldn't be still in this motor if it was running. It was running, I've seen photos of it, videos. There we go. Right, let's turn her over. Next job, cylinder removal. This can also be a pain in the arse, so wish me luck. I have corked these nuts in penetrational oil. Quite easy to remove actually. Ah, the whole stud is coming out. Hope that's not a bad thing. Oh, it's loose, which is good. Head off. That's to be expected, I suppose, full of gunk. Will the cylinder remove? Oh, I think I'm going to have to bash it a bit. Oh, it's not budging. Don't need to worried about these fins. Gonna see if I can tap it up a bit to loosen it. Come on. Head gasket. A box of naughty bits. Oh, come in. Ah, nice. Actually doesn't look seized or anything, this. Doesn't look too bad. Apart from the fact that it's missing a couple of fins. What's going on with this ring? Ooh, the ring snapped. The rest of the ring is in the piston there. I think I'm going to keep the piston. There's actually quite a bit of piston ring in here. Another piece. So very luckily, the owner didn't ride this too much. Like if that ends up in here, you can make a mess of your crankhouse. I'm going to put some paper under there, I think. Look at that thing, it's absolutely minging. What's going on here? Not sure. Up to now, the case looks okay. I've actually had some punctures underneath where young lads have been riding around on farmlands and stuff, but the case itself looks promising. Put it that way. I just had my dinner. And I'm on the Kalila. And it's time to have a look what's on the inside of this engine casing. One little worry that I've got is the two bolts that hold the exhaust. They came out really easy. And on one of the bolts, this one, it's very long. Dangerously long. Don't like the look of that. And it was full of sealant, so hopefully these cases aren't completely knackered, because that will put me back a little bit. Oi, what's happening here? Is it suddenly in gear? Seems to be suddenly in... No, it isn't. Oh, I can't get this to budge. Normally what you can do is like sort of put the kickstart, activate the kickstart, and that'll lift it up. What about the clutch? Can I try the clutch lever? Oh, that's it. I dropped it down immediately. Oh, there we go. All right. I think this is going to be a long video, but oh fuck, the engine case is knackered. Can you see that? That's what I was saying. I was worried about that bolt being so long. That is absolutely shagged. How am I going to fix that? It's really unfortunate, actually, to tell you the truth, because looking at the tab washer on the chain guard and the rest of the components, looks actually pretty good. That's such a shame. What to do? What to do? Unfortunately, I mean, I've just removed the clutch plate in a spectacular fashion. I just knocked off the spring that holds the clutch assembly together, and the whole thing, whoop, flew off. Should have had that on camera, I know. Because I'm not going to be using this clutch. And a thing I want to explain as well is I've had quite a few people saying, why don't you just upgrade the original clutch? And there is a reason for that. And something I think a lot of people in the UK don't realise is because in the UK there is an abundance of Series 3s. That's what people have mostly used to. When you are tuning an engine, you should always use GP clutch basket, the solid one. So the reason why I've started just simply going for BGM clutches, or one of these like new modern type clutches, is because when you have to replace, like this spider is fucked, by the way. If you have to replace the spider, the basket is definitely have to replace, because the ones with the cush drive springs in there, they're not good. They can die in a spectacular fashion. Then you're already up in quite good money. And for the sake of an extra 50 quid, you can buy a ready-made clutch that you know is going to work and not made up of different parts. It's reassuring that this tab washer is fit how it's fit. No signs have ever been open since since it was at the Innocenti factory. I'm a bit depressed actually because of that nasty broken engine case there. The only things I can salvage from this are the parts from the side case that I'll be reusing, like the actuator mechanism and the end plate and LI 150 gearbox. So I really need to, I want to get that gearbox up so I can have a look at the condition of that. Judging by the first gear there, the teeth look fine. So I think, I'm pretty sure actually that I can use the gearbox. That's so annoying. Not looking forward to phoning up the owner tomorrow. I do have, it's a bit annoying, I do have a 150 engine block that's in perfect condition on my shelf. So what I'm going to have to do is ask the owner if he wants to buy my engine block off him so I can keep this project going. How much should I take for one of those, do you think? I've sort of had it in reserve for myself. And if I knew what I knew now, I would have probably bought a uni, maybe an uni 200 block. I'm not sure, but I think I'm gonna sacrifice my own reserve engine block for this. Let's have a look at this gearbox, and you can see here that's the cush drive type. They've got like these small springs. When you tune them, they do have the tendency over time break the springs. Can you see them better that way? And they spit the springs all over your primary drive, which is not good if you want to use this thing for touring. Sympathetic on this anymore. So I've just put a conrod holding tool under the piston. I'm going to use my impact wrench to take off, because what I do need is the spring. I do not need. This bolt's never been out. It's in perfect nick, so I can use this bolt. I can use the collar. I can use the sleeve. Can I get that up there? There we go. Chain off. Will this sleeve go up? Yep, sleeve goes up nicely. This is in good nick, so I can use both the sleeve, the collar. I've got a new. Oh fuck! I've just. This is going to taste good. I just dropped the fucking. Bollocks, man. There's no way I'm going to let that go to the whiskey heaven. Oily whiskey. Let's have a try. Tastes a bit odd. I think it's got. It'd be fine. I'll drink that. Ugh. I don't think this engine case has seen a ton of abuse. Now the reason why I don't think I want to use this engine case, you're going to say just because of the stud at the problem with this crack case at the front there. Problem with welders in Norway is that they are mostly welders that work in the oil industry. And if you don't have a good mate that can aluminium weld, you have to go to the oil companies. And I don't have anybody down here that will be able to repair that, I don't think. And the fact that they are quite tricky to weld. So, for the sake of using a lot of hassle and a lot of money to save this original engine case here, I do have another LI 150 engine case, like I said, on my shelf. So when I go to build this, first I need a mag house, but when I go to build this, I am simply going to have to bite the bullet and use that spare engine block. Here I've got a couple of 6mm screws, bolts that I can use here. Lift up the end plate, see how she comes up. Just take note that the end plate bearing is a lot more intact, and this engine's probably done a bit of miles, because I did see the front sprocket is actually quite worn. Let me show you that. You can see that the teeth on that are quite worn. So this motor has done some miles on it, and it's never been opened. Go, give it a bit of a turn. Don't do it too much. Tap this side here. There you go, you can see it lifted up nicely there. Can I get it up? Yes, I can. What's the problem, lads? I'm going to keep these washers and nuts. Right. End plate removed. That is a usable item, so I will be using that. And when I've removed these bolts, I will be fitting this, putting this in the to use section. That's a not use section, and that is not a not use section. Sorry, Georgie, but let's have a look at this gearbox. If I can pull it up. I find it a bit of a struggle sometimes getting up the... Why won't it go? Why won't it go? There you go. I'll keep this. I might be lucky to be able to use it. Gears look great, actually. That was actually a little bit disappointing. I have to say, I was a little bit disappointed. I was hoping for better action, but the owner himself, he must know about that, the damage on the engine case there. So you're probably not going to be surprised when I tell him it is repairable, but I think you have to know a welding god like Dean in the UK, or maybe even Mark Broadhurst. Take this off. That's going in the bin. Can I get this out? Probably a little bugger. Good condition. These gears look great, actually. Untouched. we will definitely be reusing this. Another thing I'm going to be using is if I need to change, and I do. I don't know why I'm kidding myself here. I need to change the engine case. But something I can use is the wishbone. So there is quite a bit of oil actually still. Not sure how much was filled in this. Probably about 1.5 litres. Obviously, I'll give the owner the case so that he can. I actually found something in the oil here, which is a bit odd. Let's have a look what that is. I found something here that I don't know. I don't recognise what is. What's in here? Do you know what this is? Just found it in the oil bath at the bottom of the oil. I'll tell you what it is. This looks like a half-assed attempt at repairing this exhaust bracket stud. I think this is a helicoil. That's not going to do much use in your gearbox. So luckily this wasn't used that much after that was fixed. You know what I think about old lay shafts. Going into the not used parts. Sliding dog. I bought a new one actually for this. I bought the Castle Umbrella one. So last job of the day really, I think, is removing the lay shaft and the actuation mechanism. Just making sure that all these bits are in the correct order. So I think I'll fit that screw as well, just so that I know where it is. So I thought I'd just, before we conclude this video, I thought I'd just show you the depressing bit. And that is all the, the screw that I pulled out of there was way too long. So what they've done is they've obviously, someone has drilled this out and fit a helicoil, and maybe even used it's just too big, and it's broken away all the aluminium away here. There is a lack of aluminium in the oil, so this is actually something that somebody knew about before they put this back together again. It's just pretty shoddy work. Yeah, let's have a see if I can find that engine case I've got lying around. So this is the engine case that I've sort of had in my spares box. What's the number on it? Yep, LI 150. And for the keen-eyed, you will see that there is no chamfer on where the crank goes through here, and that is because this is probably early Series 2 or a Series 1 case. What did this come out of? This came out of, it came out of Series 2 definitely, but an early Series 2, and there's no chamfer here, so you don't use the oil thrower. So what I think I'm going to do is take out the wishbone mechanism, take off the rear brake mechanism. I will remove the silent blocks and remove the studs. The studs are still in place here. All the studs are in place here, and I know this is in good nick. The threads are good for the exhaust. Let's have a look on the other side. It's just a little bit dirty. But this is a good working case. So what I think I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to sacrifice this one to keep the project going. And I'll take a photo of this and talk to my vapor blaster and see if we can make these cases look brand new. And I'll do a couple of before and after shots. There you go. Let me get my phone out and take a couple of pictures, and we'll compare those to when after I have vapor blasted it, or soda blasted it, water blasted, whatever it's called. Not bead blasted, but water. It's water. Vapor blasted. No, vapor is a powder. I'm babbling now. Aqua blasting, Eureka! And the mag house area is good as well. So what I need to do is buy a mag house and get this sorted. I am mildly disappointed, or quite disappointed to tell you the truth. But that's the way these things go. You can get that stud re-welded, but here I know it's going to cost a fortune. So I'm going to send that back to the owner of the scooter, and I'm going to give him a deal on this that he can't refuse. It saves me a lot of hassle. I am going to take out the studs, and like I said, and I get this aqua blasted, and we can carry on with the project. It's such a shame because we bought so many nice things on this. I hope that this doesn't eat into the paint budget, which is also going to be quite expensive. Anyway, I will love you and leave you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will really appreciate a comment down below. Give me a old thumbs up. Don't forget, if you're not subscribed, go do that. Subscribe. It really helps the channel. And I'll see you all in the next one. Toodaloo.